This stuff is great. This technology is great. And I've read like comments on YouTube where people say that this guy's a primitivist. This word that means that you hate technology.
You're a primitivist.
Yes, that's not the point. The point isn't that technology is bad for us. The point is that it's as good as it is, and people have to stop. People are so miserable. People spend so many hours poring over their products and then throwing it away and buying another one. Like, it's so far from the basis of, like, being a human being, which is, like, I'm going to freeze this winter if I don't make money and buy these certain things.
Right.
You know, like, it used to be you worked at a button factory, and then you took your button money and you bought some lard and bread for your kids, and then you save a little money so you could buy your kid one wooden toy at Christmas. But now the toy is an exploding robot that gives you an enema, and you buy it for your kid before you buy food.
Yeah,
that's the first thing, and you buy one for you, and then you go, this thing sucks, and you get mad at it, you throw it away and buy another one, and there's this incurable, there's just this misery everywhere. People are miserable. Very few Americans are, like, content.
The phone?
Absolutely right, man. I'm just agreeing with it.
Yeah, the phone thing is really funny, too, because you also forget that people would call your house and no one's there. And they couldn't leave a message. No, what if they had something really important? You have to, like, sync up now for that important info.
Whole friendships that wouldn't exist without the ability to connect that much. Because you'd call somebody, and the phone would ring with a dog looking at it for a few minutes. And then in the room the phone is in, like, there was a room that the phone lived in.
Yeah, it was
away from the TV.
Phone.
It was the phone. You called it the phone. When was the last time you said who's on the phone? Somebody's on his phone or somebody's on my phone.
And you would know, based on who you called, how many rings before you realized they weren't home. Like some people, 2 rings. If that thing wasn't up, it's like, 3rd ring, I don't think he's home. But then, like, grandma, 10 rings.
Yeah, you picture her the sliding door.
Oh, she's got to get, feebly walk somewhere. Yeah. But there was the rule of thumb where you were supposed to let it ring 10 times before you hung up and realized, I have no contact with this person.
No contact.
There's
and also,
no way I can have contact with this person.
You didn't even occur to you to think, they don't know that I called.
Yeah.
That didn't even occur to you.
They'll never know that I called if something happens.
Yeah.
And they may call me and I may not be here. That's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, people would just, people, there weren't even answering machines. I remember a time when answering machines were fancy. That was a fancy thing to have an answering machine. Yeah. Before that, people would just go home.
Only Mannix and Cannon had answering machines. Because they were running business.
Rockford.
Rockford. Hello, this is Jim Rockford. Stupid song would start.
But for most people, it was just somebody might contact you if you know. It's just weird to think of that now.
Yeah. The one thing you said that was very funny was the sparks inside. Like there were.
No, it was a copper coil. If you took apart a phone, which I did often, it was a copper coil that you made sparks and it went down a copper wire, literally a copper wire from your house to the other person you're talking to. Like cups with a string.
You didn't buy a phone at the store.
No, we rented our phone.
Plug it into the wall. It was Bell Telephone, property of Bell Telephone. It was hardwired into your wall. Yeah. So when you moved in, that phone was sitting there.
Yes, and when you didn't pay the bill, which my mom often would run out of money and not pay the bill, they would come and take the actual phone out.
They'd take the phone.
The phone would go into a truck full of ugly, dirty phones in a pile like Auschwitz, just all laying with their cords tangled together in a big pile.
Dice did a bit about the old phones.
The rings?
The ring, and how heavy they were.
Yeah,
and how you could just beat somebody with them. Now you can't beat someone with your cell phone.
Just the receiver, you could beat somebody to death with the receiver.
Just the receiver, it was a weapon. Yeah. Your phone was a weapon.
It was made of this Bakelite plastic.
Yeah, well, completely unbreakable.
Yeah.
You could not break your phone.
No, not at all.
Although that cord would constantly, the worse you stretched it, the longer and more unwieldy it got.
Then it was a Garrett. It was another weapon.
Yeah, it's a Garrett. You could choke it because that thing would never snap.
No.
You could break a lot of stuff with that long phone cord.
You'd pull it into a bedroom and slam the door on the cord to get your privacy.
And the thing is, the things people are impatient about, too. It's like a guy standing on a street corner, furious because it's taking a little while to load a picture of Axl Rose on his phone for him to look at for a second to remember what the guy looked like for a second.
Oh my God.
To look at fat Axl Rose now.
Yeah.
What's he look like now?
I took out.
It's taking too long.
I took out half of Anthony's ex-mother-in-law's house with the long phone cord.
With the long phone cord she used to have.